Voyager Lanes in Detroit Lakes has been the home for bowlers since 1977. Every day you could come in and hear the crash of the pins and the hum of conversation. Birthday parties, date nights, leagues to business gatherings. This place was special to a lot of people.
This building gave everybody so much joy. And the sport of bowling can be done by anybody. You can learn when you're 2 years old or when you can throw that ball and bowl till you're 85 or 90. We have bowlers that are still in their 80s that are bowling on league bowling.
At least 13 different leagues called this alley home. Oh, the stories those walls could tell. Many a great player walked up those lanes, some going to state and some to nationals. But for most, bowling was a way to gather with friends and have a little fun.
I have been bowling on a Thursday night league out here at the Voyager Lanes for the last 40 years. But the last 25, even more maybe than 25 years, we've had the Maple Log bowling team, and Mary Richards was a gal on our team, and she every Thursday night or every Thursday would send us a poem to the team about bowling, and don't forget to come to bowling, and every poem ended with bowling rocks. So one day she shows up with a glass jar with rocks in it, because bowling rocks, and a couple weeks later she got so excited when we were bowling so well, she started shaking the glass bottle of rocks, and obviously it shattered everywhere. That's my best memory of bowling.
I started bowling at Voyager Lanes 22 years ago and have been enjoying the Ladies League on Thursday nights every year since then. I'm very sad to see it go because it's a very eclectic group of women that I would have never known from the community had I not joined a club like this or a league or organization. Loved every moment of it.
My name is Kathy Johnson, and I don't know, I started bowling when I was 19 years old in Pelican Rapids. I remember coming into this new bowling alley from Lakes Lanes uptown, and that was quite a, there was like, wow, this is big, and you didn't have to hug the wall when you had to pick up the 7-pin, which was probably good. Didn't get as many slivers in the left arm. I think the camaraderie of the gals, I don't want to get goofy, but I'm gonna miss that.
I started coming to the bowling alley in 1978 when it was first built. I was a waitress here, and I used to wait on everybody on leagues that were in 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and then I got on a bowling league, and everything went uphill from there. We had a lot of fun here. We've done a lot of fun things.
A lot of my friends I met at the bowling alley. Whether it was Wednesdays or Thursdays, I can attribute it back to bowling.
Hi, my name is Marsha Oak, and I've been bowling at Lakes Lane since I was 17 years old, and these are my same shoes I've had since I was 17. So I've been bowling for many years.
Oh, just the camaraderie, the happiness, the exercise, the complaining. It's all been a good time. We've had a good run.
I have bowled since 1973. I've used the same bowling ball since I started bowling in 73. When I started bowling here at Voyager, I bowled on a Monday night with a league, and the lanes were full. These lanes were full. We would bowl, and then we would go somewhere else or sit here and just be friends. It was a really close group.
We shot these interviews on the last day of the Wednesday afternoon Women's League and the Thursday Night League in the spring of 2025. There were a lot of emotions, and rightly so. Bowling had made its start in Detroit Lakes over 120 years ago, and the Women's League had been going since 1934.
It happened that 20 women sat around in September of 1934 and organized the association, or the first Women's League. The bowling history in Detroit Lakes has a huge, encompassing, interesting history to it. And this is the first membership card that someone got, Gladys Beck, in 1934. Gladys Beck was on the team that went to nationals where they won the national tournament in 1980. Gladys was one of those bowlers. Here's the list of all the the bowlers of the year for the women, and then here's the men winners. One thing I'd like to acknowledge is that our bowling association has acknowledged outstanding bowlers. And what those bowlers do that have done a lot of work for the bowling association, like our coaches for our youth, they've been nominated and inducted into our Hall of Fame. So we do have plaques that have identified our Hall of Fame recipients, our Bowler of the Year. I'm working with the museum, and hopefully they'll find a home in the museum so that they can, and we'll probably work with them and maybe put our scrapbooks over there and just maybe some shoes and pins and those plaques. We're hoping, we're crossing our fingers. The other thing is that people have to go to another town to go bowling and enjoy the sport. Also, the other thing that's probably going to be missing is our adaptive student program that we've got going. I'm not sure where they're going to go. The youth, where are they going to go? They don't have any coaches in Perham, so I'm not sure if the kids' leagues will go there or where their bowling is, because once you don't have facilities, you don't do it.
Voyager Lanes will be torn down and something different built in its place. It's sad to see such a great sport die in our town, but what a treasure for those who got to be a part of such a long, great tradition. We are thankful to all of those who were a part of keeping this sport alive for so long in Detroit Lakes.
So I will meet you at the bowling alley, and I promise not to dilly-dally. Tonight will be fun, and we'll do our best to bowl better than all the rest. But whether we lose or whether we win, we'll come away with a great big grin. And if there's not all strikes in the box, we still all know that bowling rocks! Maple Log Mama!
My favorite memory is bowling with my bowling friends. They're the best.
I think my favorite memory would be bowling on this Wednesday afternoon league because it's so much fun.
One of my favorite memories is when we won the championship about 3 years ago. And right now we're in last place right now this year. It's such a good time. And I'm just so upset that they're going to be tearing this down and we don't have a bowling alley to go play and have fun with.
I have bowled for probably 27 years. And one of my favorite memories first starting out is just how friendly everyone was, but we'd also give each other crap. And then Joni came and she had duct tape all over her shoes.
I have been bowling for years here, and I'm gonna miss bowling because it is an awesome way to get the sisters all together.
I actually bowled at 300 here back during COVID, and it was one of the best times of my life.
My favorite part is all the friendships I have gained from this wonderful event. And we continue to be friends all those years, which is priceless.
Been Bowler of the Year a few times. I coached the high school traveling league for 7 years, so that was quite the experience for me too.
I've been bowling for probably 42 years. Back then it was just a few gals that would go out and we'd have cookies and pie at Perkins after bowling. And then we got more fun people with us like Marcy and Mary Beth and Carlene, and then we'd go out for cocktails after bowling.
I love that there's such a wide age range of people. You get to meet people that you never would have met and people that you do know and you were like, oh, you're a bowler too?
I have been bowling ever since I was a kid. One of the good memories I have is when my mom took pictures of us when we were kids here bowling, using the bowling ramps when we were younger. And I really like to do moonlight bowling and cosmo bowling, and I love being on league.
I've been bowling on this league for 3 years. My favorite memory is just getting together with the friends that I have made on the league. And then aside from just the regular bowling league, we then would go down to state bowling and had many, many more memories.